join. So, hello, guys. Hello, guys on YouTube. TNT is a platform to talk language. Here we talk 4 languages: Spanish, French, Italian, and English. But in some days, some weeks, some months, I don't know when, we will start with Chinese, Germany, and other languages. Here, it's not a class. I'm not a teacher. I'm here to learn as you guys, and be polite and have fun in that conversation. As I said, today we're gonna talk about the previous people on the internet, and the questions I'll put it on the chat now. Did you receive the questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to.
Okay, so let's start with present ourselves. I'll start with me. My name is Deborah. I'm a pharmacist, and I live in Itapira, state of São Paulo. I'm living here because I work here as an analyst in industrial pharmaceutical industry. And in my free time, I spend my time watching movies, reading books, mangas, dramas, and things like that, because I love Asian culture. And I think that's it about me. Yeah. And you, Andrea, present yourself for us, please.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. I'm Andrea. I'm 46 years old. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo. I work as an assistant administrative in a Japanese restaurant, but unfortunately, I don't eat Japanese food every day. I prefer a barbecue, Jefferson. What else, guys? In my free time, I like listening to music, drink wine, stay here on Talk and Talk. And that's it about me today.
Thank you for sharing, Andrea. And you, Jefferson.
Hello, guys. I'm Jefferson. I live here in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. It's a pleasure to be here to talk about privacy for famous people like you. You are the famous people of TNT, Deborah, Marcio, Alex, and Andrea, with a good wine and a good music.
Thank you for sharing, Jefferson. And you, Alex.
That sounds great. So my name is Alex. I am 26 and I live in São Paulo, but I was born in Pará. So I'm a single guy. I have no pets, but I love them. In my free time, I like to go to museums, hang out with friends, and I starting to walking. And I stay walking 1 hour by day, and I stay at 12 days to make it. And I hope that continues in the next week. So it's that a little about me. And you, Mas.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. My name is Marcio Nunes. I live in my city called Linhares in the state of Espírito Santo. I'm 45 years old. I'm married. I live with my wife and my son. I have a little dog. His name is Bento. Today, Saturday, is one day when I have several activities with my wife, help cleaning your house, supermarket, and another things. I almost lost the meeting, but I finished my activities. Now this meeting, after my moment to relax, when I drink one beer, e I listen my music, moda de viola today.
Oh gosh. Uh, and you harassed doing class? It's the way you harass?
Yeah, this moment I'm finishing my activity, concentrating in your meeting.
Oh, great, great. Thank you, Marcio, Alex. And you, Philip? Okay. If you want to say something, Philip, feel free. The conversation is open for everybody talk, okay? And now there is another one. Jefferson Alan. Present yourself, please.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's your first time here, Jefferson, on TNT?
Vou falar pouco em português, que
No problem.
ok. Que ainda estou bem iniciante. É a minha segunda vez aqui no Talk Token, entendeu?
Ok.
Ok, professor.
Se você quiser falar em português e em inglês, misturar tudo, pode ficar à vontade aqui. Ninguém vai julgar, todo mundo está aqui para aprender, todo mundo também está para ajudar. Entendeu? Aí você pode ficar à vontade. O que importa é tentar. So guys, I'll put the questions again on the chat because that is new people on the conversation. And starting with the question number 1. Do you think famous people suffer from a lack of privacy? What do you think, Jefferson, as you are a famous person?
I'm the most famous person of this platform because I'm the old one. The more you get old,
It's not that
the more you
because
get famous.
it's not that because you always on the conversation and everybody knows you. Just that. It's not
Okay.
your age. No.
Thanks for having me, Deborah. Yeah, I think famous people suffer from lack of privacy. For example, about personal life. Sometimes I used to see a guy about a relationship, your girlfriend or boyfriend, something like this. All the social media talk about this. Alex is in love with somebody, and Andrea in love with the other, and so on. And that's it's part of famous people like that. What else? Yeah, from family, I think too. Sometimes not so easy. I can imagine the situation of a president of Brazil or a good singer, like oh, anyone. It's not easy, and all of them talking about, oh, did you see the brother of the president? Did you see the brother or the sister of this famous person? So for me, it's not easy. And just to finish, a lack of privacy about your daily activity. I think it's not so easy for a famous person to walk on streets, walk on shopping, and so on. And all the time they are frequently scrutinized by public and media. It's not so easy. All of them used to take care to take a picture of them or to talk with them. It's not so easy. But it's not my case. Not yet, Deborah, just from my friends from TNT.
Yeah, I agree with you. we see many famous people suffering with lack of privacy because they can't to go a beach, for example, or a bar, a pub, places like that. And in the internet, they suffer hate for everything they do. So it's difficult. It's not just the privacy, but everything. You wanna deal with so much things. It's not just it's not just be famous and gain money, but bad things came together. It's difficult. And you, Márcio, what do you think?
So I think the people famous suffer a lot. The case more famous in the world about the Princess Diana is the complicated this case. The last week, another case, the Sandy separate your husband. The private is the in media. Another thing is necessary security for walking in the street, for example, because the population is crazy when see the famous in the street. The success have this bad side, but another benefits for the people is famous is a lot. It's necessary take care of your health and security about your life and your family. But the famous people suffer a lot about the privacy. It is normal, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Alex?
So I believe that the more famous a person is, the more valuable information about them will be. And we had see on social media a lot of things about the famous person. In Brazil, we have a lot of couple broken up, and a lot of people make commentary about this person, this attitude, and it's makes the high industry that had a lot of money, because if you do a commentary, it's so bad that people will hate you, or you make a good commentary and people will love you. It stay in our country with uh, for me it's so crazy, because it's uh, I don't know that say. So you would make a short commentaries of our of you think, because your words can be used against you, and it's so bad. But it's occurred our days. So it's my opinion.
Yeah, and sometimes the famous people just say a fake news because most of the people could hate your words, their words. So for that, some famous people say fake news, say things that everybody wanna listen and not the truth. So due to the fake news, due to the hating.
Yeah, I think that when you are a famous, you have a big power, and with big powers come big responsibilities.
That's true, but sometimes they they don't think that they have that power. Of course, they know about that, but some people use that just to gain money and don't think in the population, on the population. They wanna just fame, and don't thinking about their responsibilities with the people. And you, Andrea?
Yes, I do believe that famous people suffered a lot because it's all about the gossip, you know. I think people likes to gossip about another person's life. So it's can difficult the situation. Even, for example, me, that I am a normal person, someone likes to gossip about me. Imagine if person is famous. So for me, the biggest problem is about the gossip.
Yeah, and deal with that is difficult because your psychology is should be stronger. If not, you start to be a depression person, because the gossip hurt a lot. Even for us, a little gossip about us, we feel bad with that. People, famous people, of course, it's high gossip every single day, so it's difficult to deal with that. And you, Jefferson, wanna say something? Jefferson Allen.
Yes, sometimes I think it's a course to be famous. You lose much more than you gain, in my opinion. Então, é complicado, assim, terminar assim, um raciocínio. Na minha opinião, assim, quando você é famoso, eu penso que você perde muito mais do que se ganha. Então acho que as pessoas sofrem muito assim com a falta de privacidade.
That's true. It's not just about the money, but our lives. So it's difficult. Felipe, do you want to say something or not? Just listen. Maybe just listen. Okay. Guys, the question number 2. Do you think they deserve the same privacy as the everyday person? What do you think, Márcio?
So I think it's not. It is common. The famous people have the fans and the several people is I forgot in English, ídolos. Another people, the soccer. For example, I remember now my friend Andrea, Ayrton Senna, for example, the Formula One is nowadays several people is I forgot ídolo in English is normal. The people lost your privacy in the streets, but exists one program TV Rodrigo Faro, Hora do Faro. He have one moment. Forgot in English. Disfarça, bigode, óculos. It's possible walk in the street normal in the São Paulo and another city. This moment in your program together another famous people. forgot this phrase in English. Street in the walk in the street, different city, capital, for example, is one strategy. The people is a big famous, for example, one moment comum, another people. But in my opinion, is one chose the people famous or work, and the another thing is consequence. This is a fans, for example, is necessário to know to deal about this funds, because the population is crazy, and the famous peoples, for example, in my opinion.
Yeah, but and the other hand, they deserve the privacy a bit because, for example, when they go to at the restaurant, they just they just put it on the table what they want to show for us. For example, Sandy, Sandy don't like to show your child, her child. So people could respect her, but they don't wanna respect because they wanna see the face of the child. But she deserves that privacy. So every famous people need a privacy. So I think it is important. On the other hand, there is famous who's like show their private lives as I don't remember the name now. Virginia like to show the private life of her. So it's a balance between famous life and the private life. Just show what they want to show, not everything. For example, when they betray someone, the person who is betrayed is difficult because people put hate and say, it's their fault, blame the person. So people could respect the sensibility of the person in that moment. That's it. And you, Alex, what do you think?
So I think that everyone deserves privacy. It shouldn't depend on their status in society. Privacy is very important for all people. And for me, not in having a privacy, it's similar to being trapped in a house with 100 of cameras recording everything I do. It's a bad situation, and the people need the space that we can make with the person can do. It's so important to our people because the access of the lake of privacy can transform the people, and the people can make the bad action with the people that love them. And I think it's not correct. So it's my opinion.
And you, Andrea, what do you think?
It's a difficult question because I was thinking here, depending on the situation. For example, I think that every people needs to have this privacy, but if you are a famous person, you need to give attention for your fan, for example. Not if I like, it's different if I am in a restaurant, I am a famous person. I am in a restaurant with my family, and a lot of people stay close with me. No, it's not like that. But for example, if I am a singer, I am a singer, and I will give a show, for example. So I need to give attention for my fans, because if I stay in this position, it's because of my fans. So there are two sides, but I think it's the most important. It's the respect. If you have respect for your idol, for example, you will not interrupt your idol in a restaurant to, I don't know, to receive a sign, I don't know, to take a picture, something like that. So it's a difficult question, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is important give it the attention of the public, but that is moment they wanna be quiet just in this rest, because it's difficult for them to have a rest or a vacation and things like that, because everywhere they work is because people come across them. So yeah, I agree with you, Andrea. It's depend of the situation. And you, Jefferson, Alan.
Pode ser Alan Mendes. I think yes. In fact, we were a woman, and there are moments when just want to stay away from everything. É difícil, né, a situação, mas assim, às vezes a pessoa só quer ficar off, e então eu acho que eles merecem sim privacidade, por mais que ficaram famosos querendo ou não, entendeu?
Yeah, everyone wanna that have a moment who's wanna be just quiet in your place, in their places, just like that. But people don't wanna accept mainly the fans. Some fans, because they are crazy. Some fans are crazy. But yeah, I agree with you, Jefferson. They sometimes they just wanna be offline and just like that. And you, Jefferson Vieira.
For me, it's impossible. They can deserve the same privacy as the everyday person, but it's impossible. It's impossible because they are entitled to personal boundaries, and it's impossible. Can you imagine some famous singer in a restaurant? They can deserve, but all of them, you have a lot of moments that everybody from the public eye only look at him. I wanna take a picture of you. I wanna to talk with you. But I think this kind of guy was to have the equilibrium. I think they have moments to see the guys, to talk, just a few words, and sometimes to take a picture maybe, but most of the time they try to be as a common human being. I think they try. Even in a public spotlight, they comes with a certain of loss of privacy, but I think they try to be a common person. I remember I was in July in a big beach in Bahia, with a famous singer, in the same hotel that I was there. And I remember those big moments of the guys trying to talk with him, take picture, but he had a lot of moments with your family, just with them, just to talk. I remember this guy with seven friends and family, talk a lot and singing and talking a lot of good things. But I think it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Oh, depend of depend of the place. Maybe depend of the place. But it's possible. Yes, it's possible.
Our idol, our idol is human as us, so everybody deserves the privacy, but it is impossible. I don't know because I'm not a famous person, but I don't know how much is that, but I see a bit on the internet so many things as people who don't have that privacy. As for example, the case of the Larissa Manoela had a big proportion of that situation. For me, it's intimate. I don't think that everybody but everybody should know that situation, because it's just the family case. It's not about for fans, for friends, for anyone. So sometimes it's difficult. Guys, the question number 3. Why do you think the public is so interested in the personal lives of famous people? Alex, what do you think?
So people are more interested in lives of other people's than their own lives. So when someone is successful, that personal gets a lot of attention. And I believe that the personal have a desire to have a life identical to the privilege and that the success of art. Because if you are famous, you have a lot of privilege. It's so good, but you have the two sides with the privilege and with the access of people want to can be with you. So I think is the motive that the people love to I don't know, love to see the other famous life.
Yeah, I agree with you, because people, close people, love know about us, about our lives, because it's that phrase, a grama do vizinho é mais verde, right? So for that, they love to know. Even for us, imagine famous people who have a lot of money, a lot of possibilities to travel, to give us entertainment. So, and of course, they have other people to comment. It's more easy to talk about another a famous with strangers, and then because they have a lot of opinions, and the same opinions, of course, sometimes. And you, Jefferson Vieira, what do you think?
I think that's the point. The people or the public are interested in the personal lives of famous, why they are interested. Because I think most of them are curiosities. They think, oh, come on, Andrea is the famous singer of Brazil. What kind of clothes she using? I go there, see she's buying something in shopping or in the mall, something very interesting. What kind of wine she used to drink? I will try to drink the same wine of Andrea because I love Andrea. And what kind of car Andrea is using? I will try to buy the same cars of Andrea because I can be look like Andrea to be famous, not with a fortune like Andrea, but I can have the same car of Andrea and so on. I think it's a personal relationship. I think try to see, because you see the idol, when you see the idol, you need to see the same way. You feel it the same way, with the same sentiment. The unique difference because you have no money and the guy have a fortune like Andrea Rodriguez.
But I don't know, but normal people think that famous people are different than us. As an alien, I don't know. And for that, they wanna know because they think that's different. But everybody is human. I don't know why, but we love to know the private life of the famous people. And some people buy car, wine, and things like that just because they have jealous. It's jealous. It's not because they want that. But of course, famous people put it in your mind, and you start to be a consumist person. So that is the two sides. The famous people putting a lot of products for us buy because we think that it's good because that person buy because that person has money. So if that have that skin, that hair, and of course jealousy as well. Jealousy as well. And you, Andrea, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's because the gossip people likes, people are interested just to make gossip about the famous people life, and because depending on the situation, or no, not depending on the situation. In my case, for example, I like to know about some people because it inspire me, like Lewis Hamilton. It's an inspiration for me. I know he has a lot of money. I wouldn't be able to buy the same things, but I like to know more about him because he inspired me to be a better person. For me, he's an inspiration. It's a black man to race in a Formula One. It's a sport for people that have a lot of money. So this kind of things, there are two sides: the gossip side and the inspiration. Maybe people feel inspired by the person, so he wants to know more about. But I think we need to have a limit. We need to have a balance. Not so. I don't know a lot of things about Lewis Hamilton. I love U2. I don't know a lot of things about Bono, the singer. So we need to have a balance. That's it.
And you, Marcio?
So I agree with Andrea. In my case, for example, I follow the famous person when I have interest about your content. This moment, for example, my more interest about developing my English in my Instagram. I have several influences on the internet about the English. For example, when I learn about the pronunciation. But talking about the population here in Brazil, the big part about the gossip. Jefferson said about the envy, comparison. The people have your social network about worry the life, the famous person or your neighborhood. For example, when you can use your internet social network about more learning the subject is this your uh, developing one in your life. I think nowadays is necessary uh, uh, balance about the use the internet, for example, in my opinion.
Yeah. Jefferson Alan.
After contactless reasons, but most men, on my humble opinion, people think their lives are boring and results there run off to someone they think they find more interesting than themselves. E, bom, e é isso.
É como aquilo que eu disse, né? Que a grama do vizinho é sempre mais
Exato.
verde. Yeah, I agree. Everybody answer, Alex. Everybody answer, right? Did you answer?
Yes, I answer.
Okay, so let's jump some questions. It's the last question. The question number 9. Should the media be more responsible in reporting on the personal lives of famous people? Why or why not? Andrea, can you start, please?
Yes, of course. I totally agree. I think how can I say, the respect that we need to have for the famous should start with the media, because the media is the mainly, how can I say that, guys? The cause of a lot of things, a lot of reportages about the famous lives, it's because of the media. So yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, and they put so much emphasis, and then people will start to be
more curious.
Yeah, curious about that. And you, Márcio, what do you think?
So depends, because nowadays this advanced the internet, the famous feed your social network every day the new things about your life. You have several famous activities in Instagram, for example, every day about the media, for example, in the television, existe the problem about talk about the live, the famous. You said about the Larissa Manoela, but Larissa Manoela is your opinion, the shame, the show your problem in the program, the television, because it exists a law, and another thing is chose the export your problem in the program television. For example, I think in the past the media have more power about the life, the famous people, but nowadays the internet is a free. The famous person feed every day about your life. In the population, gossip, envy, and another thing, because it is different opinions, different people. It is normal nowadays. I see in the different moment the famous person bloquear your Instagram, for example, about the comments, because a lot of rates the internet talk the bad things another day in the past, the another year, I think. The program Fantástico show one content about the attack about the famous person in the social media nowadays. But nowadays, it is the new moment. Is necessary the balance about the use the internet. You to show about your life for another people. For example, in my opinion, that's it.
And you, Jefferson Alan, what do you think?
When a person can to be most basic types in becomes news a difficulty situation. Aí eu penso assim que fica complicado, né, a situação, porque coisas básicas assim já dificulta bastante sair nos noticiários.
That's true. Sometimes people don't wanna show that situation. Sometimes, for example, wanna show it more forth. For example, as announce about pregnancy. Some famous wanna show it more front, because in the first beginning of the pregnancy is difficult, and but people put on the internet that that person is pregnant, and sometimes they lost the baby due to all of the stress and things like that. For that, some situation it is important to have the responsibility to report the news. And you, Jefferson Vieira.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. Really, the media should be responsible, but unfortunately, it's not responsible, because the media invades someone's privacy all the time and turns it in harassment, and as Marcia said, sometimes become persistent, become unwanted about someone's privacy, and this is not good, because this causes significant distress to the person, something harm to the person, and it's not so good. And we see, it's not my case, I don't like to see this kind of social media, unfortunately. I think I'm a different guy, I don't know why. I just see other things. But I use, for example, my daughters talking about stalking, about spreading false information about the one and the other guy, I think false information. This is not so good. And this can interfere a lot about personal ability to, for example, for a singer, for an actress, and someone to lead a normal life. I think it's not so easy. So you must be take care. The media must must be take care and be responsible in reporting. But unfortunately, that's not the reality in Brazil, not just in Brazil, the rest of the world.
I think Alex.
So I believe that the media plays an important role when we're talking about sharing information, especially personal information. So yes, it should be more responsible to avoid problems. But I think that some people in some occasions want to make an exposed about your lives. For example, the Luisa Sonsa makes an expose that the betrayal of Chico. And it's a good business action because the music in Chico is top one of Brazil and gives her a lot of money for this action. And so for me, the central question is, was there consent to share information? In this case, her leaves the consent to make the disposed. But when you don't make the consent to share the information, it's not good because you into breaking in personal life of the person.
Yeah, and it's a intimate moment, right? Sometimes the person suffering with that moment, if that happening. So it's difficult to talk. Guys, time is over. It was a pleasure to be here with all of you in a Saturday at 4 p.m. I put in on the chat the link of the survey about that conversation. Please, please, please give me the feedback about everything, about the questions, about me, about the everything you want to put it there, put there. And of course, if you wanna give me some new ideas, put it there as well. So, bye-bye, guys. I think that's it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye,
Okay,
guys.
thank you,
Deborah.
Deborah, for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Have a nice
Bye-bye.
Saturday.
Bye-bye,
Have
guys.
a good weekend, guys.